Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Wednesday night. Miss Ella, came up to me right before I started recording, and she just looked at me like, "You need to put me in the chair, buddy." So I guess she wants to say hello. She's checking out my new microphone as well, I'm sure. So you want to say hello? How's your day? Hey, how you doing? Love you too. Alrighty. Say hello. Alright. With this kind of subject matter, we need a little time with the fluffy animals. We really do. Wow, well, don't we? Okay. Get on there and bother Teddy for a little while. Okay. Alright. Okay. Earlier in January, might have been before January, but I think it was just right after the first. I said something about 2023 is going to be a doozy. And boy, we are not even in April yet. I mean, we're approaching mid-March right now, right? And we haven't seen the half of it yet. My concern is that it is just getting started, and we've seen a lot already. We've seen natural disasters. We've seen economic mayhem. We're on the brink of World War. We're knee deep in so much stuff that it is hard to keep up with it all. We've got an economic issue right now, to say the least. And it's not just the United States, it's really worldwide. And it threatens to be a real meltdown. It really does. And today was a wild ride again. We've got shares of Credit Suisse that tanked earlier in the day. I mean, it tanked down. And one of the big backers for them, the Saudi National Bank, said that they were not going to provide the help to keep them afloat. Now, later today, they said that news came out that the Swiss National Bank was going to provide help, provide liquidity if necessary. It's going to be necessary, it looks like. And so you've got kind of similar to what happened or is happening here. You've got the regulators, or you've got the national banks coming in and propping these things up, and you can call them whatever you want. I call it a bailout. It looks like a bailout to me. They can come up with some word or play on words, whatever they want to do, but it's pretty clear that they are choosing to do it this way, and I believe they're trying to hold off the panic from the general public. That's my view, and from everybody, really. Credit Suisse shares went down. It fell more than 20% earlier today. Again, I think they're just trying to calm the fears of this crisis spreading even further, which it looks like it is. It may, no matter what they do, it may still spread. I believe we've got real pain coming, and the real kicker is that the rich, the bankers, just like it's similar to 2008. I know that was a little different, but they come out fine. I mean, from my view, from the layman's point of view, from a regular person's view, they get bailed out. And who's going to get saddled with it? Who's going to pay for this? Who's going to get hurt? The people. The people. You're going to have inflation, more fees, more bank fees. They're going to nickel and dime you to death. Higher interest rates are going to keep going up. More taxes. They may call it something else. They're going to tax you so many ways, you won't even see it coming. It's going to create inflation, I believe. I was watching some other videos and some stories, and from what I'm reading too, is that you've got a situation to where they're going to bail these places out, but that's creating another problem. It's is solving one thing, but it's going to put more on the regular folks. It's going to print more money, you know, and it's just going to create all this higher cost and everything for us. More inflation. It's just, if you think it's bad now, just wait. It's going to go way, way up. And it's going to hurt. And it's going to make people default. And it's going to make it almost impossible for people to get loans or want to buy a home or stay in one or buy something else. That's my thought right now, is that on this. And now this is a changing thing. It looks like, you know, every day, and this week's going to be wild, it looks like. But that's the way I kind of look at it right now. Share your thoughts on that. But you know, if the central banks, if the government doesn't come in and do this, then you will have a financial collapse. Maybe that's what needs to happen. They need to fail. They need to drop. They need to flop. But they're not going to let that happen. So it's going to come back on us. Is it time to panic and grab all your money out of the bank and put it under the mattresses? I don't think so. And you know, your Main Street Bank, your the banks that the regular people like us deal with and have our money in, I keep an eye on it, you know. But I don't think that's the case. And like a lot of people have said, and you know, keep some cash on hand. Yes, definitely. If you do gold and silver, hey, go for it. You know, keep enough money in there to pay your bills. Cash on hand, keep an eye on the banks, pray, prepare, double down. You know, prep. We need to, you know, get your gardens ready, your automobiles, your home, medical. If you need something medical done, if you need medications and you've been waiting to get that thing filled or get a little procedure done, whether it's dental, other medical, I would go ahead, and if you're able to, go ahead and knock it out now. If you need that car repair, if you need that oil change, if you need that, you know, that tire is getting low, do it now while you can. Do it now before the price goes even way up, even higher. You know, your home. Do you need to do a little repair here? You know, if you don't now, it gets worse. You know, do what you can now. You know, if you can do it yourself, do that. If you can't, go ahead, I would say bite the bullet and try to do what you can now, better than waiting another 6 months from now. What's it going to look like then? You know, that is my concern. Again, pray, prepare. Also, I'm going to add this, help somebody else if you can. It doesn't have to cost you money. It can be praying for somebody. It can be cooking them something, bringing them something, you know. It can be giving them advice, you know, helping them out with the situation, you know, or if you want to, you know, pay for their lunch, you know, or donate to a food bank or your church, you know, something simple, you know. So that's what we need to do more of. We need to see more of that. We've got to take care of ourselves, take care of each other, our families, because nobody else is. Now, if you're a bank, you know, they're getting looked after, but you're not. Who's looking after you? You got to think about that. All right. That's the way I am kind of looking at all this right now. Share what you think. I have a good verse here coming up, so stay tuned. But these are weird times, and it's changing every day, y'all. So we're keeping an eye on this, but I think the real pain is just going to increase. I really do. I'm going to temper that with this verse. Psalm chapter 46 verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." Amen. It's truth. He will. He is. And we need to be still sometimes. And when everything is just swirling around your head, your home, your family, and it just seems to just plop right down on your head, and you don't know where to turn, and you don't know what to do, and you're confused, and you're anxious, and you're just paralyzed, just be still unplug, pray, and listen, and just be still, be quiet, or go out in nature for a while. Go out in the field if you can, if you're able. Get outside and do that. Without your cell phone, without a computer, by yourself if you need to. Just for a few minutes can help. Deep breaths, and pray, meditate, listen. You don't have to do all the talking. Just open yourself up and listen. Be surprised. Be surprised how much that can help. That is my advice. Share your thoughts again. Let's be safe out there. God bless you. I'll see you soon.